why he didn't use Wade Davis in NLCS Game 2. Los Angeles, here's the thing, negotiating a big league bullpen is a difficult and typically thankless task. Fans of literally every team in the majors are convinced their club's manager is horrible at picking which reliever to use at what time, and while there's plenty of evidence to suggest the rigid and heavily specialized bullpen structures favored by teams a few years ago is not always the best way to go about securing wins or keeping games close, that's all gone out in the window in recent postseasons anyway. Cubs reliever Brian Duensing, fresh off a shaky 8th inning in Game 2 of the NLCS on Sunday, returned to open the ninth with the game-tied and closer Wade Davis presumed available in the bullpen. Duensing walked Yasiel Puig to lead off the frame, but notched in out on a sacrifice bunt by Charlie Culberson, then struck out pinch hitter Kyle Farmer. Then, with 2 outs, a runner on second, and a couple of right-handed hitters due up, Joe Maddon turned the ball over to John Lackey, a 38-year-old pitcher unaccustomed to bullpen work who had thrown 1 2/3 innings in Game 1 on Saturday. Maddon, Davis and the rest of the Cubs watched as Lackey walked Chris Taylor, then allowed the game-winning walk-off home run to Justin Turner. Photo by Ezra Shaw, Getty Images. After the loss, Maddon explained why he did not use Davis with the game on the line in the ninth. The reliever is still limited by the 2 1/3 inning outing he threw in the Cubs' Game 5 win over the Nationals on Thursday, the longest relief appearance of Davis' career. "I really just needed him for the save tonight," Maddon said. "He had limited pitches. It was 1 inning only, and in these circumstances you don't get him up and then don't get him in. So if we had caught the lead, he would have pitched. That's it." Maddon said that while he doesn't necessarily reserve his closer for save situations, the need to manage Davis' workload forced the team to hold him for locking down the last inning if the Cubs got the lead. "When you have a guy like that coming off the performance that he had, to warm him up and not use him is equally as bad," Maddon said. "Warm him up, not put him in the game, and then ask him to pitch maybe 2 innings later, that's really not good for him. I really was waiting for that opportunity to grab a lead and then throw him out there. That's what it was all about. There was no way he was pitching more than 1. So there you have it. Wade Davis was not on the mound for the Cubs in the 9th inning on Sunday because he was limited to throwing 1 inning in the game, and Maddon feared warming his closer up and not using him after he threw 44 pitches in the emotional Game 5 win over the Nationals. Hindsight is crystal clear. The Cubs lost the game, so Maddon looks like a goat for attempting to preserve Davis' arm. But his explanation seems to add up. And, as Maddon pointed out in his media session after the walk-off loss, Chicago might take a lot of pressure off its bullpen by scoring a few more runs earlier in the game.